Welcome back, riders, to the MotoVision 360. The cruiser world has always had its giants, machines built not merely to ride but to declare something about the person who rides them. And today we turn our attention to one of those giants, a motorcycle that has earned its place in the American landscape not through aggression but through presence, not through complexity but through character. A bike that has carried riders across states, across seasons, across chapters of life, each mile leaving a mark. This is the 2026 Kawasaki Vulcan 900. A machine that stands tall in the mid-weight cruiser segment, offering the perfect balance of power, comfort, and unmistakable Kawasaki attitude. It's a bike that knows exactly what it is, a true cruiser through and through, and in 2026, Kawasaki has refined it just enough to keep the legend alive. From the moment it rolls into view, the Vulcan 900 delivers that undeniable cruiser stance, long, low, muscular, and confident. It's the kind of motorcycle that makes you pause. Its silhouette tells a story before the engine even turns over. A wide front end that feels planted, a stretched-out frame that hints at long-distance destiny, a sculpted tank that curves toward a seat designed for comfort and command. This is a cruiser that carries presence without trying to steal attention. It just has it. The 2026 redesign keeps the Vulcan's DNA intact but brings in subtle refinements that elevate its impact. The deeper paint finishes, the slightly sharper bodywork lines, and the polished chrome accents give the bike a bold gleam under sunlight, as if it was built for open highways and long sunsets. Kawasaki understands the Vulcan. It doesn't need a radical transformation. It needs respect, refinement, and reverence. And that's exactly what this new version delivers. But the soul of the Vulcan 900, its heartbeat, is its 903cc liquid-cooled V-twin. Smooth, strong, purposeful. This engine doesn't scream or lunge. It pulls with the kind of steady authority that defines real cruisers. Twist the throttle and the power comes on like a rising tide, predictable, deep, satisfying. It's the kind of engine that gives you confidence whether you're rolling through town, pulling onto the highway, or settling in for a long ride across state lines. In the mid-weight cruiser world, the Vulcan 900 stands as a rare blend of accessibility and power. It offers enough muscle to thrill seasoned riders, yet remains friendly and manageable for those who are stepping up from smaller bikes. The fuel injection delivers smooth throttle response, the low-end torque feels like it was tuned for American roads, and the overall character of the engine brings a sense of calm control. It's a motorcycle that moves with intention, not impatience. Weight in cruisers is often a double-edged sword. Too heavy and the bike becomes intimidating. Too light and it loses stability. The Vulcan 900 walks this line beautifully. It carries enough mass to feel planted and confident at higher speeds, yet handles surprisingly well in city environments. Kawasaki has always tuned the Vulcan's frame geometry to create a sense of balance, and the 2026 model refines that balance even further. The low seat height, just over 26 inches, invites riders of all sizes. It makes the bike feel accessible even before the engine turns on. This grounding sensation is one of the reasons riders fall so deeply in love with the Vulcan 900. Once you sit, you feel like you belong there. Your hands fall naturally onto those wide bars, your feet stretch forward into a relaxed position, and suddenly the world feels quieter. Comfort has always been a hallmark of the Vulcan family, and the 2026 model continues that tradition. The seat has been enhanced with better cushioning and support for longer journeys. The suspension, 43mm front forks and a preload adjustable rear shock, absorbs rough roads with more refinement than previous years. The overall riding experience becomes smoother, calmer, more composed. You're not fighting the road, you're flowing with it. Fuel capacity remains a generous 5.3 gallons, giving the Vulcan a real advantage for touring. And while mileage varies with riding style, the 900 has always been efficient for a machine of its size. Kawasaki built it with the idea that long rides shouldn't be interrupted by constant stops, and the 2026 model keeps that promise. Styling, as always, plays a central role in the Vulcan's personality. The long fenders, the sweeping exhaust lines, the muscular tank, it all comes together to reflect the classic cruiser spirit but with modern refinement. The chrome accents catch light in a way that feels intentional, elegant, bold. And depending on the trim, the 2026 Vulcan 900 can lean more classic, more blacked out, or more premium, allowing riders to choose their expression. The instrumentation remains clean, classic, and uncluttered. A large, centrally mounted analog speedometer brings that nostalgic cruiser feel, while a small digital display offers essential readouts without overwhelming the dash. No screens, no complicated interfaces, nothing to distract you from the ride. Kawasaki's reputation for durability and long-term reliability is part of what makes the Vulcan 900 such a beloved motorcycle in the United States. Riders buy these bikes not for a year but for years, for seasons that turn into stories. The maintenance is straightforward, parts are widely available, and the engine has built a reputation for handling miles with grace. On the road, the Vulcan 900 gives you exactly what a cruiser should: presence and peace. It's not a bike that begs you to ride fast, it's a bike that invites you to ride far. The stability is reassuring, the throttle is smooth, the sound is warm and deep without being overwhelming. You're not just riding, you're settling into a rhythm. This is where the Vulcan shines, in its rhythm, its steadiness, its refusal to rush. It gives you time to breathe, time to think, time to let the world slow down. And that's why the 2026 Kawasaki Vulcan 900 remains such a powerful figure in American motorcycling.